I think it comes down mainly to how we define success. What is success? Is success views? Is success the amount of people who memorize your lyrics? Is success touring? Is success money? Or ultimately is success in creating a legacy, a lasting impact in the lives of others, which you will benefit from on the day of judgment, right? One thing I can say I'm proud of is the fact that my work, I feel, is a sadaqah jariyah. I was never into the habit of like, I never even used to monetize my videos. I never really cared. I'm like, it's in the universe. People will watch it after I'm gone. This is what I'm leaving behind. Someone will watch this 10 years from now and they'll say, subhanAllah, that helped me during a rough time. It brought me closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what I'm banking on. And I think that's the importance of ikhlas and sincerity. A lot of people now with the whole nasheed world, and it's become more of an industry.
Yeah, yeah.
I know people I look at them and I don't even think you're religious. You're a Muslim. Yes, I'm not going to take that away from you, but I don't even think you care about Islam. I see them banking on the fact that, hey, if I say these few words in this melody, I'm sure this charity will be gullible enough to bring me on board for a tour. And that to me is problematic. And ultimately, you get what you ask for. If in this, from the hadith of Prophet ﷺ, he taught us that, about sincerities. If your intention is to have the fame, if your intention is to have the money, you will get that. Right? You will achieve that in this life. But if your intention is something greater than that, even if not everybody benefit, even if you don't get a million views, even if you share your work at a little conference and, the only person inspired there is your grandmother, alhamdulillah. If that's what you're in it for, I think that component of it is often not discussed because it's become a career now. Which rightly so. It should be respected in that sense. Just the same way I feel like imams should be respected. Imams should be paid accordingly. It doesn't mean we remove the sincerity aspect of it. There's your haqq too. What are you owed? But I think that for artists, it's sometimes not as clear. It's very blurry, a very gray area. What am I doing this for? What ultimately defines my success? And that's why I think a lot of people have come and gone. Because when they didn't achieve that success that they were expecting, they felt like, well, what's the point? They get burnt out very easily. I've put up videos that didn't do well. I've, done stuff that, according to those measurements, right, that didn't necessarily reach that type of success. But like, I'm happy, it's so weird to say. I feel so rich when I go home. I have a home, first of all, right, which a lot of people don't have. I have children that I love and I'm able to spend time with them and raise them. I have a wife. I'm wearing clothes. I have a cell phone. I have food. This to me is like, well, what else do I want? What else, what else is more than that? People say, oh, I want to go mainstream, I want to get big. How many houses can you live in at once? How many cars can you drive at once? How many phones can you talk at once? Some people can do more than one. I don't know how, right? But I think how you define success is also very skewed by now, for example, things like Instagram and the world we see around us. Like if you're living like day to day, paycheck to paycheck, definitely there's a jump. Right, and this is what sociologists teach us, that going from poor or poverty, lower income to middle class, there's a huge jump in comfortability of life. But once you're at middle class and you're doing okay and you're taking care of yourself, jumping from middle class to upper class or to become very wealthy, there's not a huge jump in terms of happiness. Because what do you define? Like if it's a matter of food, I eat food every day. I'm not forced to fast like many people around the world are, right? I'm able to afford, certain luxuries in life. I can go out to dinner with my family. I can buy clothes if I want. So if you're content with living a lifestyle which is suitable to, any normal person, I think that there is a definite chance for you in the field of arts, in terms of creative Islamic arts. But if you are having ambitions that go beyond that, like you want to become, you keep comparing yourself to these big mainstream acts and those people that, when it comes to morals and stuff like that, obviously we don't share that with them. So if we don't share the same morals and values, how can you share the same paycheck at the end? I could easily sell my soul tomorrow and become, a world-selling touring artist. That's not even a question. And that's what I was lined up for before I really joined into this world. I was on that I had that same trajectory to become like, a major hip hop rap artist. But again, I didn't see that as success. That wasn't defined to me as the ultimate goal. And I think when you're able to recalibrate and understand what does success mean to you, you're able to think more about how do I plan on achieving it.